Welcome to MMA Daily, your go-to source for daily updates, breaking news, and in-depth analysis from the world of MMA. Stay tuned for the latest on fights, fighters, events, and everything you need to know about the sport that never stops. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay up to date with all the action. Starting off, Tony Ferguson teases fight news amid 8-fight UFC losing streak. Moving on, Dominance MMA manager Ali Abdelaziz sees Umar Nurmagomedov retiring undefeated. Lastly, Chael Sonnen doubts UFC star Conor McGregor boxes Logan Paul in India. Former interim UFC lightweight champion Tony Ferguson hopes to announce fight news soon. Tony Ferguson hasn't been seen in the cage since an August clash against Michael. Prior to the bout, Dana White stated that the fight would be Tony Ferguson's last in the UFC. Win, lose, or draw, the promoter seemed done seeing the 40-year-old inside the cage. Given his 7-fight losing streak entering the event, the comments made sense. Sadly, Tony Ferguson was handed yet another lopsided loss by Michael in Abu Dhabi. Michael took down the former champion in round 1 and quickly scored a submission win by rear naked choke. With White and company looking on, Ferguson seemingly announced his retirement, leaving one glove in the cage. However, he instantly U-turned on the idea. Just hours following his loss to Michael, Tony Ferguson announced plans to keep on fighting. Since then, the 40-year-old has largely kept a low profile. However, it seems that Ferguson is done sitting on the sidelines and is ready to jump back into action. Taking to Instagram earlier today, Tony Ferguson made a post about teasing a return. In the caption of the post, Tony wrote that he has some fun fight news on the way. While Ferguson didn't reveal who or when or where he will be fighting, it's likely that it won't be under the UFC banner. Then again, there are other promoters out there for the 40-year-old former champion. In recent weeks, the newly founded Global Fight League has signed dozens of high-profile free agents. Their current roster is composed of several former UFC stars, including Tyron Woodley, Luke Rockhold, and Paige Van Zant. It's possible that Tony Ferguson could be the latest signing for the rising Global Fight League. However, other promotions such as the Professional Fighters League and One Championship could have an interest in Tony Ferguson as well. Like Khabib Nurmagomedov, Dominance MMA manager Ali Abdelaziz sees Umar Nurmagomedov retiring undefeated. Nurmagomedov, 18-0 MMA, 6-0 UFC, challenges bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili, 18-4 MMA, 11-2 UFC, in the UFC 311 co-main event January. 18 from Inglewood, California, Umar Nurmagomedov is following in the footsteps of his cousin Khabib, who hung up his gloves as an undefeated UFC lightweight champion in 2020. Not only does Abdelaziz see Umar mirroring Khabib's success, but potentially surpassing him. There's no doubt in my mind Umar will be a champion at 135 pounds, and I believe Umar is going to be a champion for a long time. I think Umar is the only guy who can really challenge Khabib's record. He can retire undefeated, 29-0, 30-0. Of course he has a tough opponent, but I believe Umar is better everywhere. Many took issue with Nurmagomedov getting a shot at Dvalishvili after just one ranked win over Corey Sandhagen. Abdelaziz clarifies that Nurmagomedov was willing to fight anyone at any time to strengthen his resume for a title shot. Umar is one of the best fighters I've ever seen. He is so good everywhere and he's so humble and so nice. He was offered Merab in Madison Square Garden and he said yes. He was offered Merab in December and he said yes. He was offered December 14th Song Yadong, he said yes. He was offered in January Song Yadong and he said yes. After that, the UFC came and said Merab January 18th, and he said yes. He's been saying yes to everybody. He was willing to fight ranked, not ranked. He just wanted to fight. UFC CEO Dana White revealed that after Dvalishvili continuously dismissed Nurmagomedov as a worthy title challenger, he stormed into the UFC Performance Institute and demanded to fight him. Abdelaziz thinks Dvalishvili had no choice. Chael Sonnen is not buying the talk of Conor McGregor boxing Logan Paul. McGregor recently revealed that he agreed to an exhibition boxing match against Logan Paul in India, which will be organized by the extremely wealthy Ambani family. McGregor also reshared a post that suggests that he will make $250 million to box Paul at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. There is a very big former champion that's a star of the mixed martial arts. His name is Conor McGregor. He is claiming that he's going to get $250 million to go box Logan Paul in India for a billionaire investor who wants to bring attention and tourism to India. Sonnen believes McGregor has everyone fooled. Although he continuously accidentally referred to Logan as Jake Paul, who's under the TKO banner, he thinks that the matchup won't be possible with McGregor under UFC contract. Not a single word is true. You've got to understand, Conor is not boxing Logan Paul. There is not a billionaire in India looking to bring people over and change tourism. That is something exclusively done by a government, and that government has done it in one place, which is in the Middle East. And third, there's no check for $250 million, so he kind of went right down the list of joking. He's kidding. You're not supposed to believe any of that to be true. Thanks for watching MMA Daily. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more daily MMA content. See you next time.